Hi dear friends and subscribers, welcome to the Cricket Happening Show, and this is the third team that I'm going to preview in the ICC Champions Trophy 2013, and that is going to be host England. Now host England, as you know, they are the hosts of this ICC Champions Trophy 2013. They have never won a Champions Trophy tournament in the past, and I would say they have the best chance this time in the ICC Champions Trophy, because the reason being that all the players are looking good. They are in some top form, and also they have the bowlers are looking good, and everything will augur well. The one thing is that they have good knowledge of the home conditions. They know what to expect, what to go for. So basically they are the ones who are really in charge, according to me. And as hosts, what a great feeling it would be for England, and also for the whole country to actually go on and win the cup in their homeland, and that too their first ever win in an ICC Champions Trophy. Whether they can do it, that would be known when the ICC Champions Trophy starts on it's ICC Champions Trophy starts on June 6th and goes the whole hog. Well, so just talking about the England team. Now England team, well, they are led by a person, a captain at an young age of 28 years, has been pretty prolific in scoring, as you know. He not only leads his troops well, he also leads with the bat, and he's Alistair Cook, the captain of the England cricket team. What a player Alistair Cook is. At such an young age, he's just 28 years of age, but he has amassed lots of runs. Now he's a sort of a central icon, according to me, as far as England is concerned, Alistair Cook. Now looking at what the batting, let's look at the batting now. Alistair Cook will be definitely he would be opening with probably, let's look at who is going to open with Alistair Cook. Whether it is going to be Ian Bell. In all fairness, it should be Ian Bell. Ian Bell is one who can actually stabilize the middle order. Now, it's very sad, I would say, and it is a big minus point for England to miss the services of an injured Kevin Pietersen. If injured Kevin Pietersen would have been available, well, we know for a fact that Alistair Cook and Kevin Pietersen would be opening the innings. But with Kevin Pietersen not being there, I'm sure he is such a crowd puller and such a great, such a great player that his very presence actually really G's up the team, and he not being there due to injury is pretty sad. And more than that, as England are the hosts of this one-day ICC Champions Trophy 2013, it's more hurting to see that Kevin Pietersen wouldn't be able to participate for England in this ICC Champions Trophy 2013. So he not being there definitely doesn't dent the hopes of England, but he being there would have really strengthened this England team to such a degree that one could probably go on and say that England will win the cup, because he can make such a huge difference to the team. Now let's look at the batting as far as England is concerned. Now Ian Bell, he's in some, he's not in some great touch, but well, he's a wonderful player to watch once he starts stroking the ball. Ravi Bopara is getting an opportunity of quite a long time. Now whether Ravi Bopara will be in as an all-rounder. He can do in English conditions. One could say that Ravi Bopara could be quite handful with the ball. And Ian Morgan, what a game changer he is. He is such a dangerous player in the one-day scheme of things, and he would be one on whom England would be definitely hoping to get some sort of that same impetus that Kevin Pietersen could have provided the team. And then look at the innovative batsmen that they have. Joe Root, who has very quickly adapted himself to the one-day mode of batting, and then we have Josh Butler, such an innovative player he is, and the periscope shot that he hits, the scoop that he plays is a real is really very, very wonderful to watch, and he comes up with some really some great innovation, one could call. So Jonathan Trott, he is the sort of the binding force for the England team, who would be there for England. He could really steady the ship, as we saw in the match against New Zealand. Even though it was in a losing cause, he made 109 runs, but that was a pretty useful contribution, even though they lost. And then they have Johnny Bairstow, who is pretty much suited to this type of cricket, where you require quick runs. He's just 23 years of age, and Johnny Bairstow would probably like to take this as a very big opportunity to really show the world what he is capable of. And let me tell you, Johnny Bairstow can really stroke the ball in a very sweet and fluent manner. And let's look at the batting now. Let's look at the bowling. We have already looked at the batting. Looking at the bowling, they have a potent pace combination. James Anderson and Stuart Broad, they are bowling absolutely great. James Anderson is on a real high right now, and Stuart Broad also going on the performance that he had against New Zealand. He is also looking pretty sharp. And then they have Stephen Finn, the tall bowler, who is going to, with his height, he generates a lot of pace and bounce, which makes it pretty unwieldy for the opposition batsman. And then they have Chris Woakes. Now, Chris Woakes has not looked good. Now, Chris Woakes, in the two matches that he played against New Zealand, he has not really shown. He has leaked a lot of runs. So whether Chris Woakes would have learned a lesson on that score and put the performance that he has actually put in the English domestic scene to actually get into this one-day international mix of things. Then let's look at the spinners that England possess. Graham Swan, by a mile, one of the best off-spinners in the world. Just contending with him would be Saeed Ajmal, the Pakistani off-spinner. So Graham Swan, well, what he does is, and also this English batting lineup, they have lots of bowlers who can really bat, like Stuart Broad, who is an all-rounder. Stephen Finn can bat. Graham Swan can chip in. He can hit some very useful runs lower down the order, but his off-spin would have some great variety. I'm sorry. And then they have James Treadwell, under right-arm off-spinner in the team. Now, as I said, and let's not forget about Tim Preston, who has, after coming in from injury, he's the one who in the last match proved that he can bowl pretty economically. So he is really coming up from there, in the sense, even after coming up from injury, he has really started bowling well in the match that he's bowling against New Zealand. So that is going to augur well for England. So they definitely have all the wherewithal this time on their home ground to go on and actually win this ICC Champions Trophy 2013. Now, how well they do it, how well they take to it, and how well they really go hard against the opposition would be seen when the ICC Champions Trophy proper begins on 6th of June. But as I said, I'm a bit surprised that the hosts, in my opinion, this particular, the first match, the curtain raiser, in my opinion, should have been Australia, the defending champions, taking on hosts England. So I'm a bit surprised, as I said in my earlier preview too, that why is it that India is taking on South Africa in the Champions Trophy. Instead, the first match in Group B, it is going to be between Group B, India versus South Africa at Cardiff. But as I would have been tempted to feel that host England should have got that proud privilege to actually play against Australia, the defending champions of ICC of ICC Champions Trophy. Well, as I said, this is only my opinion. This is what I think of it. As you know, the Cricket Happenings show is something where whatever opinion I give, it is purely my opinion. It is my show. I hold the copyrights for this show, and I am the one who speaks about it. So there is absolutely no influence on anybody, and this is a show which is pretty I would say pretty straightforward. No words are minced in this particular show, and basically I believe in all fairness that cricket. I mean, I look at cricket in all its fairness here. And I hope you all, dear friends and subscribers who have been subscribing to this Cricket Happening show for quite a long time, would definitely agree with me on this issue. Well, dear fans, friends and subscribers, that brings me to an end on the preview of host England in the ICC Champions Trophy 2013. So I'll be casting a look on the next team, and my next team is going to be in the same group. We are in the same group. That is, we are in Group A right now. So I will keep it going. So the Group A, the next team that I will be looking at should be Sri Lanka. So dear fans, friends and subscribers, keep an eye on the Cricket Happening show. Your host Ram will be there shortly. Thank you.